All right, guys, back here on the home farm. Got the food plot installed. At least the corn and soybean portion of the food plot is installed. There's room left around the edges for a brassica blend that I'll plant in early August. Also in between the soybean rows, wherever there's enough light exposure, I'll be throwing some in there also. Mostly did the middle of the plot. Did about 3/4 of this half-acre plot in the corn and soybeans. Did like I did last year. Did corn in front of the box blind. That worked phenomenal last year. We were able to get in and out. That was an additional screening, and the deer really didn't mess with it until after gun season. And there wasn't very much of it, so it didn't take them long to eat it, but it served its purpose. So this year, the screening along the edge of this plot is all corn once again. This is about twice as long as it was last year because of the removal of some trees over my shoulder right back in there. Took out about 20-30 small trees, made the plot bigger that way. Super excited about this. We know what we got out of here last year with how the corn and the beans reacted to this small area. Had to put an electric fence up. The first plot that we planted in mid-May last year was a failure because they came through and just wiped out all the beans as soon as they were 2 inches out of the ground. Had to come back in this time of year, early June last year, and plant this with soybeans, put an electric fence around it. Worked out phenomenal. My oldest daughter got her first deer out here last year, and then my wife killed her biggest buck out here last year over these beans. So added some corn to the beans itself. Did like a 70-30 mix. I've heard Tony LaPratte talk about that several times recently, and something that he's done. I know buddies that have done a 50-50 mix, and it has not worked because the corn will shade out the soybeans. So I did a very light mix of probably 70-30, maybe even only like an 80-20. So very curious to see how that will play out, given that I've never tried that before. So definitely going to bring you guys the progress as we go through the summer and into leading up to the season. Really appreciate you guys taking in this content, sharing, liking, subscribing to all the channels, watching on Carbon TV. Much appreciate it. We are very thankful for all the growth on the channel, and we would appreciate it if you would continue to watch. We hope you're out there grinding, getting ready for this upcoming 2024 hunting season. Hopefully it's your best hunting season you've ever had. I know that's what we're hoping for here in the Midwest. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching another episode of Midwest Mindset.